Coco Curry out of the fucking, I don't even have it yet, I don't care. Wowzers.
I never
That was close to a religious experience.
wrapped up last night, but we didn't do anything. We went to Ichiran for dinner and then we actually walked back to our hotel from there, and it was like a 2-hour walk, but it wasn't interesting. I didn't film anything.
Peaceful talk with me and you along the river.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's nothing else happening. Nothing else. Nothing
Yeah.
weird police stuff.
Oh yeah. So this morning we just hung out at the hotel until checkout, which was at 11, and then we went to this sushi place for lunch. It was delicious. Very like homey feel. It's a very small place and local, and yeah. We've gone to a lot of like cheaper sushi places, but they're like
All
very
men.
Japanese
Japanese men in there eating sushi for lunch.
Very delicious, very high quality, and for 2 people it was only like $14, so
US, it was
yeah.
$12.50.
Oh, $12.50 US dollars?
2 people.
Yeah, I'm full.
Stuffed.
So yeah, we're gonna take the train into the city now because we're gonna check into a hotel in Shinjuku. We're staying there for the rest of our trip, which is like 4 nights. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Hopefully we can have success taking the train.
No problem.
We came here yesterday. We bought cards, Passmo cards, to use to make it easier so we don't have to buy tickets every time. Yeah, so you buy these cards from the machine, and they have English on the machine, so it's really easy. In Japan, you stand on the left, not the right. Yeah. Figured out the train and we got to Shinjuku.
Didn't figure it out.
We got lucky.
Made it work.
We hopped on trains and they were right, but they ended up being like express trains and stuff. We could have easily done it wrong.
Twice now we've jumped on trains to where, like, thank goodness we were at like transfer stations or bigger stations, but literally one went, I think, 12 stops without stopping and stopped at the stop we needed to stop at.
Yeah.
Hoorah.
So it's actually like a kilometer. We got up at the stop before our, like the one that's closest to our hotel. It's like a kilometer to our hotel, but oh, is this it? But we're just walking around this neighborhood. I had some restaurants tagged here. No, that doesn't look right. I had some restaurants tagged here that we could try, and it's kind of like the more touristy area, so I wanted to see it, but yeah, we're just wandering.
Yeah.
So far, my opinion of it compared to where we were, it's just a lot more like commercialized and built up and like big shopping malls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna try this weird drink. Salty lychee.
Cool.
Try it.
What is it?
Salty lychee. It smells like lychee. It's good. It just tastes like sweet lychee juice.
What's lychee?
Alright. We are checked into our second hotel, which is the only other hotel we're staying in here in Tokyo. It's actually like, it's a long story, but we booked an Airbnb first, and then Airbnb had to cancel it because the Japanese government changed their regulations. They canceled it like 6 days before our trip. So
It was a little shitty, wasn't it?
It really was, but I will give them credit. First of all, not their fault that the government changed their laws. Second of all, Airbnb like very much reimbursed us and made it financially worth them canceling it. They gave us a lot of extra money. So I I have to just say that like they did their best. But it really sucked because it put us in a position where we ended up having to find a place 5 days before our trip, when this is like all the schools in Japan and Korea have summer. I can see you back there.
Oh.
Have summer vacation right now. So like almost all the hotels were gone. Like we had slim pickings, and I really wanted to be in either Shinjuku or Shibuya, but whatever. So now we're staying in Koreatown. Which is actually kind of funny because we came from Korea, so it's just like all around us is just like...
You couldn't find any other place?
Not really like in our price range. Yeah.
It's okay.
So like all the shops and restaurants and everything around us are Korean. But it's okay,
actually that way.
Actually, yeah.
If we the same distance that way, we're right back into it.
Yeah,
right,
that's
that
true.
Way.
Yeah.
Going that way, we're just back into Japan.
Anyways, so this hotel was $100 a night. If we would have stayed in the Airbnb, we would have saved $100. So we spent $100 more staying in the hotel. But it's okay. It's actually really nice. Oh, and this one's a little more expensive than the last one we stayed in. And I like it a little better. The bed, first of all, I'll show you a little tour. Front door. The bed's a little bigger and the bed's just as soft. So I'm really happy about that. What's wrong?
It's not as soft as the other one.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. So then it still has a mini fridge and a water kettle and cups in this little area, and the bathroom that has the toilet with the bidet, which is always nice, and that's separate from the room with the shower and bathtub, and then the sink's outside. It's a little bigger than the other room. Like there's all this like walking space that the other place didn't have, so it's kind of nice. I felt a little cramped in there. So that's it. Right now it's 2 o'clock. So, and I'm really hot because we were like out walking around the sun, and I was carrying my backpack and I was feeling a little overheated. So I think we're gonna just relax here in the air conditioning for a while, and then we're gonna get out. We're gonna go to a museum. Yeah, that's it. We went to a samurai museum, and it was really cool. When we got there, it was like 10 minutes till a tour, so we were able to go through the place on a tour, which made a huge difference. I don't know if it would have been worth it without the tour.
Get the tour.
Yeah. And so we went through, and they like give you the history, and they explain all the different pieces, and then they did like a samurai demonstration where a guy like acts like a samurai. The different, what's it called? Like how would you describe that? Like the different
like...
like...
but I'm not Japanese, I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
fighting techniques.
Yeah, fighting techniques, that's what it was. And then yeah, it was really cool. It was really nice to get some history and like see all the different things, and like some of the things in there were like, you know, 500 years old. They had a sword that was 800 years old.
In our lives, getting them some curries. Let me show you how it's done. So in Koku curry, you have your pork, beef, or who knows what that is? Mixed meat, something. And then from there you use how much rice you want. I went 300 grams to 200 grams, depending on how big that is. Then spicy level. Shannon did regular.
Yeah.
I went for a number 4 at least. I hope it's burny.
Crazy.
I don't really know what this is. I think this is only for if you do, from what Simon and Martina said, if you do the pork one. It's like adding spice or sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Like, more mild. And then all the stuff down here of all the different things you can get. Garlic bits, hard-boiled or soft-boiled egg, corn, tuna, okra, potato, rice, tomato, eggplant, who cares about natto, scrambled eggs, fried fish, who knows what clams, shrimp and clammies, cuttlefish, blah, 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 and then all this is the meat, which is not, we didn't order any of it.
Yeah. Ooh, looking good. Actually, Chris's looks better. He got egg and eggplant.
Yeah.
You could double egg.
Oh, the creamy egg.
I got asparagus and tomato. Yum.